Another neat trick in AutoCAD is to use polylines instead of lines. So as usual, I've got a drawing set up for you, O2 using Polylines complete. If you want to follow along with the video, you want O2 using polylines.dwg. What it is, it's the same drawing that we used in the previous video. There's the two lines that we offset. Now what I'm going to do here is create a polyline using some of my object snaps. So make sure that your O snap, your polar, and your O track and your dynamic input are on the status bar at the bottom. I'm going to delete two original lines. And I'm going to recreate what we created with the offset, but I'm going to use the Polyline command. That's over here on the Draw panel, on the Home tab on the ribbon. So there's the Polyline command. Now, you can utilize your object snaps to create object snap tracking points. That's why I've got O track switched on. So I'm going to hover on this point here, and then as I drag upwards, can you see I get an extension snap? So make sure your extension snap is switched on. So I hover and I drag upwards. Can you see that? Hover there and just drag upwards. Type in 20 and then press enter. And that line will start, can you see, as if it was the end point of the line we offset previously. I then hover over this point here and come up like so. Can you see I get an intersection because my object snap tracking's on? I click again. I then come out further, come down to this point here and hover, and then come up again until I get the intersection there. Click again, and then I come down again, hover over this point, drag outwards. When I get the intersection, I click there like so. I can then press enter if I want to close the Polyline command. But I could continue all the way around this shape if I wanted to. So I could hover there, come up to there, click. I then come out again using the extension by 20, enter, and then I come down again, I hover there, come to there, click. I hover there, come out to there, click. Can you see what's happening there? I'm doing an outline all the way around the shape, just purely using polylines. Now, the best bit about this, though, is once you finish the Polyline command. If I now just press enter, I won't go all the way around, I'll just press enter now to close out the Polyline command. All of that polyline is one whole object. So if I want to move that now, all I've got to do is click on it, right click, use the move command on the shortcut menu, pick the point I want to move it from, click and drag, and move to my heart's content. I'll just move that back now using the undo on the quick access toolbar. But you can see how that polyline is really useful. Now the benefit you've also got there is instead of having 1, 2, 3, 4 objects in your drawing database behind your drawing, you've only got one. So that one polyline is taking up a quarter of the drawing database space as 4 lines would. Now I know this is a very simple drawing, but if you stick with polylines and you're working on really complex drawings, you're keeping that file size down. And that's the benefit of polylines. They bring your file size down. So whenever you're creating closed boundaries like this, really, that should have been done as a polyline. Now, what we're going to look at as we work through this section is some of the Polyline edit tools that will allow you to make things like this into a polyline and utilize it more effectively in your drawing. So that's polylines, allowing you to work a little bit smarter and a little bit faster in AutoCAD.